Good morning students. How are you all? Today in this class, we are going to learn about factors, multiples, divisibility, that is test of divisibility, and about factorization, prime factorization and HCF. So now we will quickly move on to this topic, factor. What is a factor? So if you observe here, dividing 6 by 1, see here. So what you are getting here, you are getting 0, 1, 6 times, you are getting 0 here. Now see, dividing 6 with 2, what you are getting here also 2, 3, 6, you are getting 0, right? Now see, with 3, I am dividing 6 here. What happens here? Here also you are getting 0. So exactly divisible by all these numbers here. If you observe here 4, it is not exactly divisible by 4. 6 is not exactly divisible by 4. Here we are getting remainder. Right. If you observe here with 5, 5 ones 5, here also you are getting remainder 1. If you observe here 6, 6 with 6, I am dividing here. So 6 ones are 6, are getting 0. So 1, 2, 3 and 6. Right. These are the numbers. Are exactly divisors of 6. So these will be called as factors of 6. Factors of 6 means 1, 2, 3 and 6. So what we can say from this? Factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. Factor of a number. Factor of a number is exact divisor of that of that number. Exact divisor of that number. So a number is a multiple of its factors also. A number is a multiple of its factors. So if you see here 2 into 3, you will get 6. Multiples. If you see this one 1 and 6, this also you will get 1 into 6, 6 only. So from this what we can say, a number is a multiple of its factors. A factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number, and also a number is a multiple of its factors. And if you observe here, all these factors are less than or equal to the given number, right? Exactly less than or equal to this number. All these factors, see this one 1, 2, 3 and 6. What is our number here? 6. And if you observe all the factors, all the factors are less than 6 or equal to this 6. That means 6 equal to 6. Understood this one? So these are the things about factor. And 1 is a factor of every number, and every number is a factor of itself also. 1 is a factor of every number, and every number is a factor of itself. So, and the given number and the 1 is always will be the factors of the given number. Understood? Now see, multiple. If you observe this one, multiples. See, 5 into 1 is equal to 5. So 5 into 2, 10. 5 into 3, 15. We know this is a fifth table, right? So we get all these numbers if you multiply 5 with natural numbers, you will get all these numbers, right? From this what we can say, this 5, 10, 15 and 14 and so on. All these will be called as multiples of 5. Understood this one? You see here, I am taking one example 24. So if you take 6 and 4, you will get 24, right? These 6 and 4 are exactly divides this 24, right? So factors 6 and 4 are exact divisors of this 24. Understood this one? So the 24 is a multiple of each of the factors. So from this 24 is a multiple of each of these factors. Understood this one? Multiple for 6 and 4. That means if you observe 6th table and 4th table, you will get 24. That means whatever you get in the table now, so those numbers will be called as multiples. Okay. So if you multiply any two numbers, if you get one number, right? So if I am multiplying 6 and 4 to get this 24. At this time, these 6 and 4 will be called as factors, and whatever you get that number now, that number will be the multiple for the factors. That is the which numbers we have taken to multiply now. For those numbers, this will be the multiple. Okay. And 4 we can write. See here, 1, 2, 3 also is a factor. 4, 6. After that 8, 12 and 24. These are all the factors of this 24, and this 24 is a multiple for all these numbers. Understood now the difference between factors and multiples? Okay. So what is an even number? So natural numbers which are exactly divisible by 2. Exactly divisible by 2. Natural numbers exactly divisible by 2. Then only we call those numbers as even numbers. Exactly divisible by 2 means all the multiples of 2 will be divisible by 2. That means all the multiples of 2 means what? 2, 4, 6 in the table. What you find this one? Right. So 2 2s 4, 2 3s 6. All these numbers 10, 12, all these numbers are multiples of 2. So these are exactly divisible by 2. All the multiples of 2 are exactly divisible by 2. At that time, what you find in the unit digit? All these numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. After that, repeating these numbers, right? 14, next 16, 18, 20, like that. So in the unit digit, if you observe here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 0 are repeating here. So whenever a number is divisible by 2 now, at that time you will find all the numbers of the unit digits are these numbers only. Okay. So these are the numbers. We can call these numbers as even numbers. See this example, I am taking 5602. So if you observe here we have in the unit digit 2. Here also you have unit digit 2. Here also unit digit means ones digit. You get 6. You get here 6. Like that. If you find any even number, you can find these numbers only in the unit digit of that number. Okay. Odd number means, so the numbers which is not exactly divisible by 2. Okay. Those numbers will be called as odd numbers. So I am taking 521. See this one, 5 2s 4, 12, 5 6, 12. After bringing this one, what to do? So this is your reminder here. So if you do this one, you will get in fractions, right? So in points you get here. Okay, 0.5. That is another thing. Okay. So when you divide this 521 with 2 now, you are getting here remainder 1. So this is not exactly divisible by 2. You are not getting here 0. So at that time, we call these numbers as odd numbers. If you find these odd numbers, so you will get all the remaining numbers here. What are the missing numbers here? In between these things, what are the missing numbers here? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So these 5 numbers you get in the unit digit of each and every odd number. See, for example, 571, 625. Okay, so 379 and 420. What next number if you take 427, right? See, if you see here 571, so you can also divide each and every one and check this one. Okay, so I already done 521, right? So no need to do this one. I am taking 625. So with the 2, 2 6, 2 3s 6, we are getting 2. Again with 1, 2, getting 0. Again bringing down this 5. 3 2 2s 4, getting 1 here as a reminder. So each and every odd number you get So if you divide with 2 any number, if you get any remainder, then those numbers will be called as odd numbers. That means exactly not divisible by 2. Those number will be called as odd numbers. And in every unit digit of each and every odd number will be these numbers only: 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Okay, understood? So now test of divisibility. Divisibility by 2. First we will see this one. What we have learned, every multiple of 2 is exactly divisible by 2. That means all the multiples of 2 means, multiples of 2 means what we have learned here. If you observe the 2 table, so if you observe in the 2 table, you will get 2 into 1 2, 2 into 2 4, 2 into 3 6, 2 into 4 8. So all these are multiples of 2. So all these multiples of 2 are exactly divisible by 2, right? So from this what we can say, all the numbers which are exactly divisible by 2 will get in the unit digit 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Only these numbers as unit digit na, only that numbers will be divisible by 2. Okay, so that means, in other words, what we can say, each and every even number is exactly divisible by 2. 2 10, 3 1 6 or 4 24, 6 28, like this. If you take any numbers in the unit digit, if the numbers have either 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, so those numbers will definitely exactly divisible by 2. That is the divisibility of 2. Okay, what it is means, so that the numbers should be exactly divisible by 2. Okay, so blindly we can say that by seeing that number, if in the unit digit, if you find these numbers 0 2 4 6 or 8, like this, these numbers only, if you find in the unit digit, then blindly we can say that the given number is exactly divisible by 2. No need to do any division. Okay, by seeing the number only, we can say that this number, the given number, is exactly divisible by 2. Okay. So to test the divisibility by 3. Okay, so how can we find this one? A number is divisible by 3. So if you take small numbers here, see this one, I am taking 27 here. So 27 I am taking. So by observing this number we get in 3 table. So blindly we can say that this is exactly divisible by 2. So if there is any connection to this one, if you think like that, if you add these numbers, what you get here? 9. This is also exactly divisible by 3. So like that, if you add them numbers of the given number, that means each and every digit of the number, if you add that one, you will get whatever number you get now, that number must be divisible by 3. Then only the number will be exactly divisible by 2, by 3. Okay, so I am taking one number here. See this one, 2 plus 1 plus 3. What you get here? 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 is exactly divisible by 3. So what we can say, this 213 is 213 is exactly divisible by 3. So without doing any higher division, big calculations, simply we can add the digits of the given number. If the digits of the given number, that means whatever the number you get now, that must be, if that number is divisible by 3, then the whole number will be divided by 3. See here. So I am taking 8031, that is 8 plus 0 plus 3 plus 1. What you get here? 9 plus 3, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this 12 also exactly divisible by 3, right? You get here 4, right? So that means what we can say, the given number is exactly divisible by 3. So now I am taking the bigger number 102171. How to test this one? Whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. See, simply what we have to do, 2 plus 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 1. So I am writing by with notations as it is. Okay, simply with plus sign. So here also directly you can do. See, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 7, 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 1, 15. Right? So this 15 also exactly divisible by 3. You get here 5, right? So understood this one? How to find out the divisibility of 3? How to find out the given number is exactly divisible by 3 or not? Just we have to add the digits, all the digits of the given number, and we have to check the sum is exactly divisible by 3 or not. Simply that one. If it is divisible by 3, then the given number is exactly divisible by 3. Otherwise, not. Okay? Understood? Now see, divisibility by 5. Okay, divisible by 5. Any number is divisible by 5 if and only if its unit digit is either 0 or 5. So this is also, we can say this from observing fifth table. Okay, all the multiples of 5 are like this only, right? See, 5 and 5, 10. All the multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. All these are multiples of 5. If you observe each and every multiple of 5, you get either 0 or 5. Right? 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. That means either 0 or 5 you are getting in each and every multiple of fifth table. Right? So from this what we can say? If you observe any number 625, so if you observe in the unit digit, if you have either 0 or 5, what we can say, this number is exactly divisible by 5. So you can also check this one. So here we have 725. See this one, 5, 5 ones, 5, 2, 2, 5 fours, 20, 2, 5, 5 fives, 25, and this is exactly divisible by this 5. So now if you take 470 and I am doing with 5 8s, 5 9s, 45. What you get here? 2, 0. 5 4s, 20. You are getting here 0. Right? Remainder as 0. So this 470 also exactly divisible by 5. By what means? We are having 0 in the unit digit. Here also we are having unit in the unit digit. We are having 5. So what our concept is? If you have either 0 or 5 in the unit digit of a number, then that number is exactly divisible by 5. Understood this one? Okay. In the divisibility by 3, in that what we have learned? Yes, if the sum of the digits is exactly divisible by 3, then the given number is exactly divisible by 3. So that the thing we have learned in the divisibility by 3, the rule of that one. So the same is applicable here. Divisibility by 9. If the sum of the digits of any number, 879 I am taking, if the sum of these digits 7 plus 9, what you get here? 16 plus 8, 24. If this is exactly divisible by 9, so then the number is exactly divisible by 9. So see here, this is not exactly divisible by 9. See, 9 2s, 18. You are getting here 6. So the remainder you are getting. That means the number is exactly divisible, not divisible by 9. So from this, what we can say? So See another example. I am taking another example here. So 3. I am taking a big number this time. 271 and 71. See this one, 2 plus 7 plus 1 plus 7 plus 1. Add this one, 2 plus 1, 9, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 7, 17, 17 plus 1, 18. So, now what to do? 18 must be divided by 9. Exactly, 9 to 18. So, you are getting here 0. Exactly means the remainder should be 0. At that time only, we can say that the given number is exactly divisible by 9. Understood? Yes. Now see. Now see the divisibility by 10. So this what we can say here, a number is divisible by 10 if and only if the unit digit has 0. Okay, if and only if in the unit digit if you find 0, then only the number is exactly divisible by 10. Okay, so if you have 796, see this one, or 796 one I am taking with the 10, 10 sevens, 70, 9 you are getting. Again bring down these 6, 10 nines, 90 you are getting 6. Again take this one, 6, 60, after that 1. So to get this divisibility you have to make this point, and here you have to place 0, after that we have to take 10. So otherwise here you get here remainder 1, right? So exactly not divisible by 10. Understood this one? Why? Because in the unit digit you don't have 0 here. If you have 0 and you bring down this 0 here, okay, this is exactly divisible by 10. Okay, here this is called as sieve of Eratosthenes. Okay, so this is this Eratosthenes, this mathematician, he belongs to Greek. Okay, Greek mathematician. Okay, he found this table. According to this one, we can find out prime numbers. Okay, that too 1 to 100 we can find prime numbers. Then what is a prime number here? A prime number will be is 1, that is the natural numbers having exactly 2 different factors, namely 1 and itself. So factors must be 1 and itself. That type of numbers will be called as prime numbers. Okay, if you observe 3, so when you get this 3 into 1, either 3 into 1 or, okay, see, so for this one, for this 3, multiple, these factors of 3 are 1 and 3. How? 1 into 3 you will get 3, 3 into 1 you will get 3. So factors are these two only, 1 and the number itself. These type of numbers will be called as prime numbers. These type of will be called as prime numbers. Now see how to find out these, how many prime numbers are there from 1 to 100. Okay, how we can find this one? See here, first leave that one, that means 1 is a factor of every number. So I am crossing out this one here. After that what I am doing is, okay, I am circling this 2 here so that I can find out. Now I will cross out all the multiples of 2 here. See this one. So all the multiples of 2 I am crossing out. 4, 6 is a multiple of 2, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. After that 32, 34, 36, 37, 40. After that 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. 52, 54, 56, 58 and then 60. Now 60 62, 64, 66, 68, 70. After that 72, 74, 76, 76. Observing that one 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0. Where all the multiples of 2 means the unit in the unit digit you must have these numbers only, either 2, 4, 6 or 8 or 0. Understood? After crossing out all the multiples of 2, now go for 3. Okay, now I am crossing out the multiples of 3. First I am rounding this number, after that crossing out the multiples of 3. After that the 15 is also, we can cancel this one, 20, 27, 21. After that 33, right, 39, and then here 45, nothing. Now see 51, 50s, and this 55, no, 57 we can cancel this one. Now observe here, nothing, nothing, yes. Now see this, we can strike off this one. Now see here, this also we can strike off this one, and this one we can't. Now with 5, encircle 5 and cross out 5 multiples. Okay, now these 5 multiples already we have done with 2. Now go for 7, round off that number. Now go for the multiples of 7 here, nothing is there. Here see, we can we can cross out this one here. Now see, we can cross out this one, we can cross out this one here, nothing here, and now here also we can do nothing. Okay, understood? So now with the remaining numbers, okay, now circle all the remaining numbers. Now see, after 7 I am circling this 11, 13, 17, 19, and in 20s 29 only, and here 23 also, right. Now with 3, 31, 37, now with 4, 41, 43, 47, now with 5, 53 and 59, after that with 61, 67, after that 71, 73 and then 79, after that 83, 89, after that 97. So these are all the numbers. Write down once again all the numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, after that 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, 97. So these are all the numbers which are not. So these numbers are having either 1 and itself. That means the factors are 1 and itself. 1 and these numbers only. Okay, these numbers will be called as prime numbers. Okay. So here we cross out 1 before itself, right? So this number is not a prime number. Okay. So now what we have learned, all the encircled numbers are prime numbers. Now what about the remaining numbers? These numbers will be called as composite numbers, and this one is not a prime number and not a composite number. Okay, here whatever we numbers now that we crossed out all the numbers here now, so these numbers will be called as composite numbers. That may be anything. So here I have written for 1 to 100 only. This method is developed by Eratosthenes. Okay, so in this method we have explained up to 100 only. So we found prime numbers up to 100 here. So remaining all the numbers will be called as composite numbers. One is not a prime number and not a composite number. Okay, now see twin primes. If any number, pair of prime numbers which differ by 2, if any two prime numbers have difference 2, exactly 2, 5 minus 3c, you have here difference is 2. Here if you can find a difference is 2, right? So now here if you find 11 and 3, see 11 and 13, not 3, 11, 13. So the difference of these two prime numbers also 2. So difference must be equal to 2. Okay, difference must be equal to 2. 13 minus 11 you get 2. So if you get like this, if the difference of any two prime numbers is equal to 2, then those numbers will be called, those two prime numbers will be called as twin primes. Understood this one? Twin primes. Okay. After that, prime factors. What are the prime factors here? So if you take 12, what are the factors here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and then 12. Right, these are all the factors of 2. So what about prime factors? Whatever the numbers are prime numbers now, select those numbers and those factors will be called as prime factors of the given number. Here prime numbers will be 2 and 3. So write down that separately. And these 2 and 3 will be called as prime factors. So these two will be called as prime. Now these two numbers will be called as prime factors. Understood this one? Now, so next, co-primes. What is that one? If you take any two natural numbers, so here I am taking 3 and 4 and I am writing factors of 3 and 4. Factors of 3 are 1 and 3. And after that factors of 4 are 1 to 4. If you observe here we are finding any common factor here. Okay, that too prime factor. So 1 is not a prime number, not a composite number, so leave that one. So among 3, 2 and 4, nothing is common here. That too, there is no prime factor here, common prime factor. And those numbers will be called as co-primes. Okay, if you observe 11 and 13, factors of 11 is 1 and 11. Factors of 13 is 1 and 13 only. So, is there any common prime factor for this 11 and 13? No, nothing is there. Then that type of numbers, that type of numbers will be called as co-primes. So, this is prime factorization method. Now see, if you take any number, so we have to divide with the prime factors. Okay, so we have to find out here prime factors for the given number. So for that one we have to use a successive division method. Okay, successive division of given number by prime factors we get. So here starting with 2, I am doing with 2. So the number here, if you observe here in the unit digit we have 5. So this is not 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. So this is not divisible by 2. So I am taking with, starting with 3. Okay. And see here I am applying divisibility by 3 also here to check whether this one is divisible by 3 or not. What is that one? We have to add all the numbers of all the digits of the given number. So 2 plus 5, 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So 15 is divisible, exactly divisible by 3. So now we can blindly do this one with 3. So now see this one, 3, 8's 24, 1 3. Now see 3 4's 12. After that 1 5, 3 5's 15. After that, now again with 3. I am doing here 3, 3 2's 6, 3 8's are 24 and then 1. So this is not divisible by 2. So again I am doing with 5 here. 5 1's 34, 5 6, 35 9's. So 45. Now see, again with 3 it will go? No. Now what to do? Now see here, with 13 it will go here. Okay, 13 13's 169. What you get here? Again with 13, 1 you get here. Okay, so until you get 1 now, you have to do this process. You have to continue this process. Successive division of the given number. We have to do successive division. Now we have to write all the factors. With this multiplication symbol, you have to write all the factors. Okay, so if you observe these factors, these are all prime numbers only. So what is this one? Prime factors, multiplication of prime factors. So we are writing the given number in terms of prime factors. Okay, product of primes. In terms of product of primes, we are writing the given number. This method will be called as prime factorization method. Understood this one? So what we are doing here, whatever the number we have given now, so writing composite number as a product of prime factors will be called as prime factorization method. So I explained this method with this example. Okay, now see,